What is up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Yak Pack Outdoors and another episode inside of the 30-day video challenge. Okay, if you're new here to the channel, there's a couple things I want to talk about really quick. Number one, see this red truck? This truck's red for a reason. Go ahead and thumb punch. Left or the right thumb, doesn't matter because it's free. Thumb punch that red subscribe button, okay? Turn that notification bell on. That way you can be notified every single time I upload a video. All right, another thing. One thing that I like to do on this channel is I like to ask a question of the day, okay? And basically when I ask that question, you guys just put your answer in the comments. I put my answer in the comments as well. We chat in the comments if you guys got any kind of questions or anything like that. I love talking to you guys. So today's question of the day is, if you could only fish for one species of fish for the rest of your life, no matter if you have already caught that species or not, what would it be? All right, I'll let you guys know my answer to that question down in the comments below. And with that being said, today's video, this is what it's gonna be about. I'm gonna be talking to you guys about spawn fishing, okay? Bed fishing, sight fishing. Now, we're not necessarily in that phase yet here in South Florida. I actually live in Jupiter, way down here in South Florida. It's beautiful right now. It's 82, 83 degrees right now, but that's what we're gonna be talking about in today's video. Also, I had a random thought earlier today, and I'm gonna be doing a challenge in the later portion of this video that I don't think has ever been done on YouTube before. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it before. So you heard it here first. With that being said, guys, enjoy today's video. Oh, guys, we were hooked up and I didn't even realize it. No joke. What do we got? First largie of the day on the 6 cents. Look at that. Oh, he's feeding too. They're chunky. All right, there we go. The 6 cents Quake 70 and this like natural shad looking color. This is a male, clearly. So I may be wrong about this, guys. Correct me if I am wrong. But the males are the ones that usually have smaller mouths, and they're generally smaller fish. You know, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But a nice chunky one to start the day off with. That's a good sign though. That means they're getting ready to start spawning. But let's get this dude back. Kind of hooked him right here in the side, and I want him to be all right. So later, dude. One thing I'll point out to you guys really quick is I was standing right here. I was standing right here where my frogging rod is. And there's this little, you know, not subtle point right here. So generally, if I haven't caught a fish or if I'm struggling or whatnot, I'll find any kind of point like this. Like if you guys can tell across right there, that's just straight bank. Well, this little point right here, a lot of times what fish will do is they'll stack up in the deeper water of this point and they'll wait for bait fish, i.e. smaller fish like this to come by. So that's exactly what I did. I casted it out, I let it sink. I didn't let it touch bottom. I started reeling. I would do it the little reel twitch pause type deal. And he munched it maybe on the third twitch pause. So hopefully that means that the fish in this specific body of water, I know that's only one. Two is a pattern, one is not. But hopefully that means they're getting ready to start eating, or they should already be ready to start eating in preparation for the spawn. This water's not quite warm enough yet for them to actually commit to making their beds. So I kind of had an idea today. I wanted to talk to you guys about, you know, there's another fish. That's a smaller one. I wanted to talk to you guys about spawning fish. Duh, this guy's a runner. There we go. Oh, and he came off right here. About the same size, nothing crazy, nothing special. But yeah, I mean, you can tell they're definitely eating. That's a good thing. I'll take a day full of these. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get you back there, buddy. Nice looking water too. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, I want to talk to you guys about spawn fishing, okay? Now there's different opinions, there's different things that work for some people and stuff that, you know, doesn't work for others. Basically throughout this video, I'm gonna fish, you know. 2 is a pattern, like my buddy Tyler from Tyler's Real Fishing said. 2 is a pattern, so that's 2 on the Quake 70, the 6 cents Quake 70. We're gonna keep throwing this around until they decide to stop eating it. But yeah, like I said, throughout this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about things you should do for actually fishing the spawn. Now, if you go and find some beds and you fish some beds, and guys, listen, if you're a bank fisherman or a kayak fisherman, you know, or a boat fisherman for that matter, and you're fishing the spawn specifically, if you're locked on, if you're sight fishing, okay, spawn fishing, bed fishing, sight fishing, the same exact thing. If you're doing that and you catch the fish and you release it, you know, within, you know, obviously catch fish, get a couple pictures of it, put the fish back gently, don't toss them around and whatnot. those fish are gonna go straight back to their beds, okay? So bed fishing is not as bad as some people may say it is. Now, if you are tournament fishing, if you're tournament fishing and you go out and you catch a five bag limit of 8-pounders and you bring them 10 miles back across the lake to the boat ramp, that's probably gonna mess with those fish's spawn pattern, okay? Now, other than that, you're gonna be completely fine. As long as you're not super rough handling the fish, you're fine, you're completely fine. But anyways, I'm gonna get this back out there. I'm gonna keep throwing this lipless around and hope we can catch something a little bit bigger than those little 1.5 pound, 2-pounders that I've been catching so far. All right, guys, so let's say you're walking the bank just like this, and there's no beds here right now. I don't think they're ready to spawn, like I said earlier, in this body of water. But let's say you're walking the bank right here, and you see some beds, you see some fish on the beds. The very first thing you need to do is not spook the fish, okay? So if you can stand far back, all right, let's say 15 feet or so, okay? So stand back enough, and all you're gonna wanna do is just pitch the bait over the bed. Don't pitch it straight into the bed, because it doesn't even look somewhat natural. So you pitch it over the bed, and you don't reel it fast, you just drag it back and give it a little pops. Now get that thing, whatever you're fishing, I recommend something, you know, really bright, really fluorescent, like a white, pink, yellow, bright green, something like that. Get it in the bed and just play with it. And you're gonna have to, some fish you're gonna have to work longer than others. You know, if they're really aggressive and really feisty, they're gonna pick that thing up, and it's not necessarily that they're eating it, it's the fact that they want it out of their home. They want it away from their fry, away from their eggs. They don't want nothing messing with it and eating it, because bluegills will come by and other kind of fish will come by. Oh, I thought I had one. Bluegill or whatever will come by and they'll start eating them. They're try to eat their eggs. That's why the male always stays there. If you get the male off the bed, the female will come by. So there's that as well. But you're just gonna have to continue to play with it. Some fish you're gonna have to work longer than others. If, let's say, in my experience, sometimes the bigger fish you're gonna have to work longer. I will spend up to, I don't know, a couple of hours on a fish, depending on how big it is. I know that in North Carolina, I was working a fish that was bigger than my largemouth PB right now. It was bigger than 6 pounds. I know that for sure. And I worked her, and I worked her for 2 days. I went fishing at the same exact spot for 2 whole days, like 6-hour days of fishing. And I never caught her, and she just, you know, it's like that sometimes. Sometimes you can get a day full of bed fishing where you can catch every fish that you see off of a bed, and some days, you know, it's going to be really tough. You're going to run into a couple of 3, 4, 5, 6-pounders, and you're just not going to be able to catch them just because they don't want to be caught. They have no interest, no matter how much work you put in on their bed, no matter what kind of lure you're using, they don't care, you know. And you know, it's the name of the game. It's all, you know, that you can't make these fish bite. Sometimes people say bedfish is cheating, but that's not always the case. That's not the case in general, because it's still not guaranteed that you're going to get those fish to bite. But again, lures that I recommend using for bed fishing, really bright colors. And the reason I say bright colors is so what you want to do when you're bed fishing, you want to be able to see that fish eat that bait. You want to see that bait go in that fish's mouth. And as soon as that happens, you don't want to waste any time. You want to set the hook, all right? So that's going to bring me to my next point, rod and reel selection. Okay, now you don't have to go fancy with it. You don't have to fish no 7'6" extra heavy with so much backbone in it that it's going to break the fish's jaw off. You don't have to do all that, guys. You don't have to use 65-pound braid. Don't do all that craziness, okay? So my bed fishing setup, what I've used for the 3 years that I've actually, you know, semi-known what I was doing and fished beds, 15 to 17 pound fluorocarbon, all right? That's what I like, 15 to 17 pound fluorocarbon. I like a size 3. Actually, I have the pack in my truck. I'll show you guys in a little bit, but a size 3, and it doesn't have to be gamakatsu, but that's what I like using. The super line hooks, the thick, stout hooks, all right? Because when sometimes you set a hook on a big fish like that off a bed and they don't know what hit them, they're gonna go crazy. So you use a super line hook, which is the thicker ones, and just anything like a grub or a curly tail worm or a zoom trick worm or a really bright colored Senko, as long as it's bright colored, all right? Anyways, I digress, rod and reel. So my rod and reel setup that I use for bed fishing is a 7-foot medium heavy Lew's American Hero with a 7-3-to-1 13 fishing concept A. The reason I choose what I choose to bed fish with is because that rod specifically gives me just enough backbone for what I need. And the 13 fishing concept A also is plenty of reel for what I need. So with those paired together, a really good combo. Again, if you've been around this channel at all, you know, in any way, shape, or form, you know that that's my go-to combo, and that's what I choose for bed fishing. This year though, I'm going to use this combo for bed fishing. It's going to be the 7.3-to-1 Concept A. This is a 7.4 medium heavy favorite Defender rod. It's the Lunkers edition, but this is an older one. This is like a day or two after these rods came out, I bought one. But this is what I'm going to use for bed fishing this year, just because I want to try the extra 4 inches on this and see how that works. You know what? Let me just see if I can do this. Let me see. Guys, if this works. It's gonna be crazy if this works. Oh. Oh my God, it worked. Well, the fish are stacked right here. I wanted to meet my frog, I just didn't get a good hook set in them. These fish are no joke sitting right here. And see guys, one thing I want to point out to you again is look how fixated you can become on a fish, or in this specific scenario, this is a group of fish. This is about 12 to 15 largemouth, all ranging in size, probably none bigger than 3 pounds. But I've seen them swipe at my frog twice. I've seen them eat the lipless, and just looking at them and their behavior, it's just so fascinating. And I can just sit here and watch. There's another one right over here. I'm gonna cast to him. I'm not gonna cause a huge commotion, but see if one of these fish start investigating this, all of them start investigating it, which is so cool, man. These fish are so awesome. All right, I'm gonna stop playing with them. I'm gonna try to catch them now. But it's like I was saying, guys, it's so cool to be able to just see and watch these fish react to certain baits. The water's probably drops down to about 4 foot clarity. You know, you can see about 4 foot down, and just being able to see like 12 to 15 largemouth just react to a lipless crankbait and a frog like that. I mean, it's so cool. Now, I could probably put a trick worm on and catch a whole bunch of them, or the majority of them, until they figure out what's going on. But that's not really my style, not necessarily right now. I like to fish moving baits. We're gonna give these fish to smoke. The Carolina shad from Deep Creek Lures, the shimmer shad color. See how they like this. These are these Superline hooks I was also telling you guys about. They're thicker, as you can see, and prevent you from, you know, you could possibly bend your hook out. You set it on a 5 or 6 pounder, especially a bed fish, you know, if they got a lot of attitude. You don't want to bend your hook out and get heartbroken. You know, that's the last thing you want. So if you're bed fishing, you don't want to lose your PB on a bent hook or a broken knot or anything like that. Oh yeah, that right there. That is gonna be the ticket. Oh, we got one on. I knew we had one. I knew we had one. There we go. So I haven't seen any big fish here, but you know, the size, 1.5-pounders, maybe pounders, whatever, but it's still fun nonetheless. So that will be 4 total. Not bad, not bad. Almost got a full boat, almost got a full live well. Oh my goodness, my nose is driving me crazy, guys. Back he goes. Another one. Oh, that one's went airborne. I found him. Let's go, boys. Good day of fishing. Something's got it. Man, this Deep Creek is literally, look at this hook set. Top of the mouth. Comes right out, little dink. Oh my God. There's the big ones. Guys, like 6 big fish just swam up right here. Oh my goodness. Right before I let that fish go right here, a whole bunch of bigger ones swam up. All right guys, I'm gonna do the Baitcaster Upside Down challenge. See if I can catch a fish like this. All right, I don't know how this is gonna work. Oh God, that was terrible. How cool would it be to catch a fish like this? All right, casting this thing upside down is not, this is so weird. Oh, Oh, I can't do that. I gotta do like this. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, we're starting to get a backlash. Oh, get that out. Get out of there. Oh no, this ain't gonna be good. It just feels so awkward. Like, I challenge you to try this. God, it's so awkward. But we are gonna keep trying. I'm getting really good at this, guys. Like, I don't want to brag or nothing, but this upside down underhanded baitcaster casting technique, you know, I'm about to patent this. I'm gonna be the first pro upside down bait cast fisherman. All right, we're gonna switch it up to a Senko. I think these fish are probably tired of seeing this, so let's switch it up. Oh, figuring out exactly like where to let this thing go in the air when you're casting, like it's just super difficult. Oh no, he got my worm, guys. I wasn't expecting that, no. Good thing I got a bunch more. Dang, that was a bite right there that I needed too. Dang, it's all right. We're gonna get him right here, we're gonna get him. Cast him out. Let him sink, baby. Oh, I got one, guys, I got one, look, I got one. This is so hard. This is so hard. Oh, he jumped. Get him up, 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 get him up. The underhanded baitcaster fishing challenge, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Where on the YouTube have you ever seen that? Let's freaking go. You want to touch it? He don't have teeth. He's not going to bite you, see?
Okay. You see?
They're slimy, ain't they?
Yeah.
They are. They get slime all over you. But no, they're beautiful fish.
You catch that one in the lake?
I did. There's a whole bunch of them swimming around in there.
Wow.
I've caught probably 10 of them today.
Wow.
Yeah. They'll get a whole lot bigger too. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Y'all, bye. Y'all have a good day. So, a point that I want to bring up to you guys really quick. That little girl and her mother just walked up to me and just showing her this fish right here. You never know, guys. That could have just right there, that could have just got her into fishing. So, that's what it's all about, guys. That is what it's all about. I can't believe I did that. The upside down baitcaster fishing challenge. Yo, literally the hardest, like, mechanics to work your, like, I don't know, guys, it was crazy. How crazy is that? All right, let's get this dude back. I don't know how we did it, guys. I really don't. It feels so awkward holding the fishing pole like this. Like, this is just crazy. Reeling backwards, holding it like this, like, it's just so awkward. I always forget which way to reel. Oh, we stuck one. We stuck another one and he's jumping. I hope I got a good hook set in him, guys. This is super hard. He's jumping again. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. The upside down baitcaster challenge. Oh gosh. Look at the upside down baitcaster hook set. Look at that. Don't get no better than that. Small fish, but hey, look, we're catching them upside down on a baitcaster. Guys, this is blowing my mind. This is crazy. But I think this is gonna be the last fish, guys. Like I said, the wife called. I gotta go home. I gotta build some stuff for the kids. But what a fun day. I hope you guys got a lot of good tips and tricks for spawn fishing. I know this video was about spawn fishing, but when I basically went ahead and hit on all of the key points that I thought you guys should know if you don't already, I figured, you know what, why not try something new, try something different, try something that's not been done before. I'm all about that, but I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna see you guys in the truck. Woo, what a day, what a day. Wow, it's really dark in here. Let me turn this way, there we go. Don't mind my hair. Oh man, what a freaking awesome video, guys. So, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you're new here, don't forget, thumb punch that subscribe button, all right? And don't forget, you better answer that question of the day, all right? I want to hear what you guys, that's a really unique question. That's a really good question. I want to hear your guys' answers. But how about that? The upside down baitcaster fishing challenge. That is insane. I don't know. Like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, though, I don't know if it's ever been done before or not. But I had a blast doing it, and that was the most awkward position that I've ever tried to catch a fish. Like, that was crazy. Ended up catching 2. Probably, I've got a lot more daylight. You know, I've probably got about another hour and a half, but I got to go. The wife's calling. I got to put some stuff together and cook some dinner. But with all that being said, guys, thank you again for all of your love, all your support, all the positive comments. I love positivity, and I love you guys being positive all the time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you again for watching, guys, and we'll catch y'all next time.